extra struggling. There we go. All the way up. Okay. So hello everyone. This is Bonbon Station. Give me also another second. Is this? I think I bumped my head on this. Yes, I did. I was like, that's usually not like that. Where's my pillow? Okay. Pull my hair back because it's hot. Switch this over. Whatever. Okay. Okay, so hello everyone. This is Bonbon. I'm here for part 2 of streaming. Working on my art trades here. Oh, tap that off. Whatever. So before I started stream, I saw that they announced HoloLive Ian Reco Chapter 2. I'm so excited. I was thinking that they were wanting to announce it soon, since they were doing like some clips of it, like recaps of what happened in Chapter 1. So I was like, yeah, they probably are going to announce something soon, and I was right. So oh, I need to close this. So yeah, let's just get us started. I am an hour late. Well, I'm a half an hour late. Because I got distracted. I was trying to eat. I got distracted and I didn't eat, and so I was trying to shove some food down my throat, just so that way I wasn't hungry while I'm streaming. Okay, just enough. So I really want to kind of replicate the style of my Wolfie Grima. Guys, don't perceive my art, okay? There's things in here that you shouldn't see. Is it not here? Oh, right there. Very last one. Wow. Okay. So I want to do something similar to this, particularly this part with this commission. So I mean, it's kind of my usual. I guess this time not painting over with a harder brush is the thing. Okay. I mean, I kind of think I can just go for it. There's like not too much shading on the skin, actually. Maybe I should erase that. I don't know. Do I want to erase that? Okay, I was gonna do this. And then this is still a little bit too low. You're a little too high. Okay, there we go. So I got another. Oh, welcome back, Nighttime Artist Bonbon. Thank you. You welcome back too. Thank you for coming to my part 2 of Emblem Con streaming. How's everything so far? You came at the perfect time. I was just gonna say I got another order, another shop order, which is very exciting. Yeah, I'm just really happy. I officially now have enough money to order my bunny another month's of hay, which is a huge burden off me. I feel like I'm like always barely managing to obtain money to order her hay. It'd be nice if I could get enough money to order the big box, because the big box lasts me like 2.5 months. Little bug. I have a feeling a mosquito's gonna get into my room today. I'll future me can deal with it. But yeah, I sent off this art trade, they liked it, and now I am working on this one. Maybe I should use this darker color. How is this one? I mean, it's pretty messy too, so. Wow, you should be proud. That's amazing. Thank you. Thank you. I am proud. I am very proud. I'm like so shocked how well my shop is doing, because I was only allowed to advertise on the server that I have commissions. I'm not allowed to like advertise my store or anything. You know what? I'm gonna merge this. I mean, I was allowed to just mention, like, just very tiny, that I have a store up, but we're not allowed to like post any like merchandise on our little ad thing. Like, we could just only link it and just mention that we have a store, but we can't like properly advertise. So I'm really happy that people are taking the time to check it out. And yeah, just yay. I'm really happy. Just definitely, I'm just doing way better than I expected. Okay, these ears I want bigger. Maybe too big. Just smidgen. So today's a good day. Hololive Ian Recco Chapter 2 got announced. I kind of wish I could watch Shiori's birthday live going on right now, but whatever. Sorry, Shiori. Hopefully she knows of Emblem Con and bought herself Dimitri merch. Oh no! I merged it with the background. There we go. Okay. I need the background separate. Wait, your chibis look so similar to the Faye Chibi art from Meet the Heroes website. You think so? You really think so? I feel like that style is so unique. And like more blocky. That's the color damp. Yeah, so I have some merch that's like pretty close to selling out. Selling out might sound like, oh, like I sold a whole bunch, but a lot of merchandise only has like three, 1 to 3 in stock. So that's not saying too much, but it still makes me happy to just know, like, that piece of merchandise is out of my life. I will never have to think about it again. It's over with. I can't stress enough that I've had a lot of this merchandise for forever. Okay, so I just need to put the dark colors where they should go. Okay. When I have to reference my own art. Yeah, this one I want to do extra nice on, just because it's crema. Or it's not crema, it's chrobin. RK chrobin. I'm not trying to go too all out. I still have 4 more art trades to get to. You know, the way I draw Robin's hair, where it's like, you know, kind of bumpy, this is because of YAHOOOOO, because of their original grima they drew. Because when I first saw it, that's kind of what I picked up on it, that it was kind of that style, and I was like, oh, I love that. It's so retro, like, cause you don't. It was such a in like retro animes to have, like, you know, the bangs, you know, being like kind of bumpy. Cause that was definitely a style back then. I get the distinct feeling that Crom and Robin, if they were adults in the like more modern world, that they would be like in their 30s in the 80s, probably late 20s to 30s in the 80s. They would be living in the 30s, and they would be having their kids in the 90s. Their 90 kids, awakening kids, future kids. They seem like 90 kids to me. And then Fate's kids is like late 90s, like they're still within that a little bit. And then and so all well, I guess Fate's, no, I think Fate's would also be like kind of the same with awakening parents. They'd both be still just a little younger. Like, I think Crom and Robin would probably be like I don't know. I think their kids would just be born in the 90s, but Fate's kids would probably be born just a little later. And what's after Fate's? Three Houses? Yeah, Three Houses kids would be early 2000 kids. And then Engage would be the 2010 kids. So with the age they would be now is, I don't know, they would be the meme. The meme children. When Bon Bon makes enough money to buy a Switch too, psh, I'd rather buy a PS5. I wish I could have that much money, because that would solve a lot of my problems that I'm having right now. But I would want a PS5 if I could buy any kind of system, because then I could play Wuthering Waves on it. And I guess Honkai Star Rail, but I don't really play Honkai Star Rail. Just after realizing that Xiaoji, the writer, is just recycling, and not even like properly recycling all his plot points, I was like, yeah, I'm not into this anymore. I'll just keep playing Honkai 3rd, because at least it's keeping original. Oh, I wish I am interested in the Switch too, because I just want to Switch. Though, am I able to play Switch 1 games on it? I know there is it reverse compatible? I just want to play my copy of Tokyo Mirage Sessions. I have it. Someone gifted it to me because I was just like, I want to play it, so they thought about me and got it. When it was on sale. And so, and I was playing it when I lived with my friend before she chose Mistas over Sistas. But she gave away the Switch because it was her ex's. Because when I moved in with her, she was with one guy, and she ended up breaking up with him because he was living with us, and he left his Switch, which I was kind of like, huh. But he left his Switch, so I was just using it. But then her new man she got with, her new man that she was already seeing before she broke up with her previous man, she gave it to him. I was like, are you kidding me? I don't know. She's. I just wish the best for her. She was still my high school best friend, and I just hope she can just come to love herself. But yeah, I was just so like, bro, what? I'm using it. Give it to me if anything. You've known me longer. You've known me for a literal decade. And you've known this guy for like 5 months at most. What about Tokyo Mirage Sessions? What timeline would Faye OCs go to? I think Faye OCs would also be early 2000 kids, where they kind of experienced some of the 90s stuff, even though they were born in the early 2000s, and then obviously the adults, were born earlier for that. I think, like for Alphonse's parents, they would be. What is it? Probably also adults with Awakening and all that. Some games from the Switch 1 work on the Switch too. Oh, they should just let all the games. I don't know. Just the stuff I've been saying about the Switch 2. It kind of seems like the Switch 2 is kind of being a bastard. And they literally had the gall to say, if you can't afford the Switch 2, just buy the Switch 1. I'll just pirate all the games. Honestly, I don't want to support Nintendo anymore. I've been feeling like this for a while. Pirating is morally okay if it's Adobe products and Nintendo products. Don't forget that, guys. It's a Nintendo or Adobe products, it's morally okay. I need to make Robin's eye bigger. So I'm hoping to get like halfway done on this drawing by the time I have to stop. So my goal for today in terms of streaming is to stream for 3 hours. But we'll see how well my poor little laptop holds up, because it was already doing the jittery thing earlier, and usually when it does that, like it'll do it way sooner if I try to use my laptop again. Mew 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 mew. Why is... How do you pirate Adobe products? Asking for a friend. I don't know. Honestly, I personally was sent a file by a friend for a Photoshop, but I don't know how other people pirate. Or I haven't used that in a long time, so I don't know. Because it was like a cracked version. So even though like she sent it to me, it was working good. But yeah, I haven't used it in a long time, so I don't know how it would still work, because it was like an old one. She sent me it when I was like 16 or 17. And let me tell you, that was a while back. Age reveal? I don't know. I feel like I've said enough for you guys to figure out my age. I'm an Archon. I'll say that. No one ever believes me when I tell them how old I am, because I look like I'm 12. And I always say it too. I'm like, yeah, I know I look like I'm 12, and they're like, yeah. I'm like, okay, you don't have to agree that enthusiastically, please. But yeah, Adobe. I know back in the day, pirating Adobe products was like by torrents. But I have no idea what the torrent life is like anymore. Torrent life is also dangerous. Just never know where you're gonna get. One time when I was a teen and I was trying to torrent some anime or something, the video I got, or it was just like an audio clip, and I was so mad because I took the time to torrent it, and it was that stupid presidential clip of just like, I did not have sex with that woman. I was just like, ah, like that was such a popular way to troll people back then. I was like, damn it, I got duped. Oh, the days where I had to torrent my Code Geass fan subbed episodes. Oh, how the times have changed. Okay, so I think, where is it? I don't think a husky. Okay, I just need to put this on hard. There we go. This is the right one. When you heard of River City Girls, if so, favorite character from the game? So I know of it. I never played it myself. I watched someone play it. I don't remember who. But I honestly can't remember the characters besides the two main girls. All I know is the person who made Devil's Candy did the art, and I was interested in that, and so I checked it out. I know depending on the ending you get, also like kind of dictates like how the boyfriends are, if they're like douchebags or if they're like sweet boyfriends. Yeah, I don't remember the characters enough to say like I liked someone. I just kind of watched the game and that was it for me. That was enough. I know they made a River City Girls too, right? But the artist who did the art for the game, who was also the artist for Devil's Candy, a long time ago, at an anime expo that a friend well, more like an acquaintance, let me sell with them at. That artist was there at Anime Expo. They had a table as well, an artist alley table. And so I worked so hard to draw like very last minute, like literally the day before I was going to leave on my trip to like the hotel and everything that I was gonna stay at, so that way whatever, just all my friends I was gonna stay with. Actually, I don't remember what the situation was. I've gone a couple times, and there's been times I've stayed with friends at a hotel, and I think there was one time I stayed with a family member who lived quite close that I could just bus down to it. So I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, I was mooching off a table to sell, and they were there. So yeah, I busted my butt to make some pop-up stickers for them. I wonder if I can show you guys the file. I don't think I have the file on here. But yeah, I busted my butt to make them pop-up stickers where the back was like a candy, like 3 candies. And it also said Devil's Candy in the back, and like the candies was like goth style, and then I had a different, like I had each of the 4 main characters, and so I printed it separately. So the background of the candy drops, I put sparkle like laminating over it, because I have like this transparent like sparkle like sticker paper, whatever. So I put that over the sticker paper. And then I printed the characters on shimmer paper, where it's more like sand sparkly versus like glittery, you know? And so I cut them out, and then I got my little foam tape, and like I placed them on so they were like, you know, elevated off the backing, so they were a pop-up. And I made 2 versions because the first copy I printed came out really pale, and so I adjusted it for it to come out the correct colors I made. So I gave both sets to them, and they were so excited about it. They were just like, "Oh my god!" Like they was freaking out. They're just like, "This is so cool! Like this is literally the coolest thing I've ever gotten before. Like, oh my god!" And I was just like, and so I was really proud. And so in return, they gave me a prince and a charm of Pandora. And I was really hyped about the charm because I was like, I was just looking to see if you had this on sale. Like, you don't have it out. And she was like, oh yeah, like I only have a few And I just didn't want to sell them. Like, I just wanted to hang on to them just in case, like, you know, for moments like this. So I got a very special exclusive charm. I have it in my fanny pack. I thought I lost it one day because I was just proudly having it dangling on my fanny pack that I would take everywhere. And I thought I lost it at the store, and I was just walking around the store everywhere to find it, and I was literally saying out loud, like, Pandora, Pandora, come out, Pandora, please, no, Pandora. And so I searched for like an hour, I think, and I happened to check my my fanny pack, because I think my lips were really dry, so I opened my fanny pack to get my chapstick, and she was in there. So she fell off, but she happened to fall into one of the front pocket, and I was just like, oh, Pandora! And so I immediately I put her away. I don't have her hanging on anything anymore. She's too precious. After that scare, I was just like, no, you're staying home. You got your time to shine, but yeah. That's an amazing story. I'm glad you think so. It's one of my proudest moments. And honestly, it's kind of one of my moments that like makes me like think like I am a big fish in a small pond. Like I continue to impress and also just make connections and also support like really big and popular artists. But yet I have yet to like take off, I guess. So whenever I'm doubting myself, I just kind of remind myself like, you are just a big fish in a small pond. It's okay. Your time will come. You just keep working at it. Hang on, ちょっと待ってね. I need to check outside. Okay, I thought I smelled like a fire burning, so I had to check on my neighbor. Because if they were burning a fire, I can take pictures of them having a fire lit, send it directly to the fire to the burn department of my state, and they would receive a fine because no fires allowed from May to all the way to end September, because we are a high fire season, in a high wildfire season. So no fires allowed. No fires of any kind allowed. Which I wish I knew this a long time ago, because for the past 3 years we've been dealing with them burning fires, and around this time, because in the past they would light fires to like get rid of the mosquitoes while they're like watering their garden or something, and it was just really a huge nuisance because it would just produce so much smoke, because they were burning their yard trimmings, their yard leaves and all that, and it would just produce a lot of smoke. And yeah, just it would get in the house, and it would get in my room, and it'd make it really hard to breathe, and the animals would get really anxious and all that, because you know they're smelling like smoke and the fire. So if only I knew, because then I could have reported them a long time ago. But now I know, and I'm ready to at any moment. Oh yeah. I don't know how I feel about this shading. For now, let me just put this. Also, the Devil's Candy person who did River City Girls, they, when I gave them my gift, they asked for my Twitter, which I gave, and they followed me. But I deleted my Twitter. That was kind of a hard decision because I was like, but they follow me. I was like, but I hate Twitter. And I just had to delete it because my Twitter got hacked too, and I was like, I don't want to deal with this again. It was so weird when my Twitter got hacked because this person, whoever hacked it, they changed my icon and my header to their art, and I changed the name, my name, my not username, but like just like, you know how we have a handle and then we can put a name. They changed the name to like their art tag or whatever, but when they tried, I guess, changing the password in the email, like it locked them out, and I got an email saying like, was this you? We are detecting unusual activity, like is this you? Like we've temporarily locked out your Twitter. And I was like, oh. And so I was like, yeah, I was gonna delete it because it had at that point been like at least 2 years since I posted anything on Twitter, and I had no intention going back. Yeah, I had quite a few big artists following me. Do you know the game Goody Little Two Shoes, or Golden Trauma Locket? That artist, they also followed me, and I love their art. I ordered something from them a long time ago, but I guess they didn't put the address correctly. Oh no, actually, they were waiting to ship it for some reason, and I just never got back to them for them. Oh, because I was moving, so I was like, can you wait? Like I don't know my address yet. Like, so, because if you send it now, like it's gonna get there like after I move. So they waited for me to let them know what my new address was, and I never told them. So I just gave them money. And I'm sad too because apparently they had a Koishi charm that they threw in as bonus, and I was like, oh my god, thank you, like I can't wait, like I'll get to you back to you soon, but I never did. So well. But yeah, I had quite a few big artists, like Soundless Wind, Kasai, I don't know. There was just like a lot of big popular artists that were following me, and like it just continued to make me question like, what am I doing wrong to like have a breakthrough? Like why are these big artists following me, but I just can't seem to grow my own following. Like I have a lot of quality artists following me, and like I kept trying to take reassurance in that like my followers are extremely quality though, even if I have no quantity. But yeah, it's always made me think like I'm such a big fish in a small pond. How do I get out of this pond? Well, I'll just keep trying. It's fine. It's all about the journey. My time will come. Keep going to the wrong one. Oh. Okay. Bit of a random story, but this is back in Homestuck days. So I don't know if you know, but Homestuck, they didn't allow people to sell merchandise when it was big. Since like it was like an indie series, so we could just give away stuff, but we couldn't sell stuff. So I used to just give out a whole bunch of prints at conventions. Or I would have a thing, I would have a specialty thing, like if you buy this, if you spend this much, you can get a free print. If you buy 2 prints, you could get a third for free. And one of the options was the Homestuck prints. So people were technically not buying it, but still getting prints. And I had quite a few people who would they would intentionally buy the amount they needed to get all the prints that they wanted, the Homestuck ones, which I was like, oh, okay. But anyway, I was at a convention that Andrew Hussey was a guest at. And so I printed out like extra big prints, like poster size prints, you know, kind of the standard convention size. And I was just giving them away to everyone. And it was funny because my sister, she had a classmate who liked Homestuck. And my sister was telling me about it before, like, oh, like, yeah, she's telling me she's gonna be at the convention, like, let's meet up with her, like, I'm sure she'd be happy to receive some free merch. And so, because she was telling me, like, oh yeah, she had this like really cool Dave art as her phone background and all that, like, you know, like that's how I knew she was a Homestuck, and like we got talking and all that, and I was like, oh, okay. So we met up with her classmate, and it was so funny. Like the world is so small. But the classmate, apparently, this fan work that my sister was telling me about, it was my art. And I was like, what? Because I felt like there was way better art out there. And like I was just assuming like it was someone else's. Like I did not even think for a second that it could be mine. So it was just so funny because when I pulled out the prints to be like, oh yeah, you can choose one, her phone background was one of the ones I printed out, and she's like her eyes went so wide, and she's like, oh, this is my phone background. And I was like, what? And then she immediately whipped out her phone and showed me, was like, I've had this since you like posted it. Like I fell in love with it so hard. Like it's my favorite piece of Dave ever. Like it's so cool. Like I can't believe you're the artist. Like I can't believe, like, you know, like she's your sister. Like oh my god. And like we were just all tripping out and stuff because, you know, my sister didn't know I drew it and all that. And I was just like, what are the chances that her phone background was my art? So yeah, she took that one obviously because she was so excited about it. And yeah, just my sister was like, whoa, like all I saw was Dave. Like I didn't know that was your art. And I was like, yeah, I didn't know either. That oh, also connected to that story, I don't know if I ever told this story before either. When I got to meet Andrew Hussey at that convention, I had one print of each ready for him to give him. And he was like, oh, you're the one who's been giving out the art. Like I was wondering, like, where the hell is everyone getting all these prints from? Because since I was just giving out a bunch of prints, people were using those prints to have him sign it. And so yeah, he was just questioning, like, where are these prints coming from? Because obviously he had the rule, like, no selling. And so I was like, oh yeah, like it's me, like I just been giving them away. And like, because since you're here and all that, like, you know, I wanted to extra celebrate. And he's like, whoa, like that's so nice of you. And he gave me something extra special for it. And I was like, oh. He signed my sketchbook. And yeah, it was just a cool meeting with him. I made a extra big impression on him out of everyone, which made me proud. My sister recorded it for me, the meeting him. I used to have it posted on YouTube, but I privated it. I was just a wee lass. I was a teen. Oh wait, this should be more shapely. Let me do that again. Because this is Rom's brand. And then I want this. Pew, 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 pew. Oh, I remember who I watched play River City Girls. It was Vesper from Hollow Stars. Because I remember he got the bad ending and he was like, what? Like, F these boyfriends. Like, guys, girls, if you ever have a guy like this, just leave him. Just leave him. But then everyone was like, you got the bad ending. And he's like, oh, I did? Okay. And then I think he tried again for, like, the best ending. And he's like, oh, okay. I guess it was just my fault. I colored this. Actually, that doesn't make sense. Fun fact, my chibi side profiles, I was inspired by My Little Pony. The one with Twilight Sparkle and Pinkie Pie and Rarity and Rainbow Dash and Applejack. I know those are reused names, but that particular one, G5, Generation 5. Because I thought their side profiles are always super cute. Erase this. Crooked. Oh, Betty, crooked. kind of drawing at an angle here. Let me fix this. Okay, there we go. It was slightly angled here, so I couldn't. My lines were slightly always getting tilted. And then one more. In the Creatives Corner channel, I hope it's okay if I talk about this. We've been discussing if we've been getting like any commissions or like just any kind of orders. And I'm really happy to hear that the others have been getting commissions, because I was feeling really worried that we were just like completely forgotten. That no one cared about the Creative Corner. Well, glad to hear people are getting their commissions. Yeah, I just felt like we were forgotten. And people from last year were mentioning that it wasn't until the last day that people were putting in commissions. Like the very last minute after like doing some shopping and stuff, and like just deciding like if they wanted to spend their money on the artist alley or not. But this year is extra tough because money's just tight for everyone, I think. So I appreciate everyone who bought stuff from my store. It's important that I save. Okay, I don't think I want this shading. It's like, I don't know, I'll keep it for now. But this eye is very close in. Why am I suddenly so sleepy? Like it literally just hit me out of nowhere. I'm just suddenly being so tired. Let me get this color. Actually, what I should do is this. And then this. Why is Risen King Crom so good? Why is he just so delicious? I'll close this for now, so less memories being used up. Oh, thank God. Oh, it's on here? Okay. Okay, whatever. Let's keep it the same. Okay, so I'm gonna try to openly brainstorm chrobin prompts. I mentioned this in my earlier stream, but I have a friend who's getting eye laser surgery, and for her first one, I gave her some chrobin prompts, or crema prompts, I should say specifically. So that way when she's resting, she could like try to brainstorm an idea with them. And the one I gave her, because I gave her 3 the first time, because I just didn't want to give her 1 and like it suck. So I gave her 3, and she ended up coming up with a really wonderful AU that I was like, oh my God, I fell in love with it. It's still living rent free in my head. Like I kind of want to do fan art for it. Isn't there I'll have to look later. Diamonds. Wait, this is just a mess right here for no reason. Diamonds. By the way, I don't know if this is true or not. I saw some sort of... I was recommended a video on YouTube about, like, an older Steven, and the title was, like, It Finally Happened. And I was like, are they making a new Steven universe where, like, he's older? Like, older? So I feel like it was perfectly good where they stopped it. Are they doing some sort of Adventure Time thing where they know all the kids who watched it are now adults, and so they made an adult version? I mean, Adventure Time was always kind of weird. And, like, sometimes just not for kids. So that made sense, but... I mean, I guess I'd be a little interested to see a version of Steven Universe like that where just... They don't have to cater to such a young audience, such a young and impressionable audience. Constantly checking chat because it's broken. Well, it doesn't show new messages. Do that again. Alright, the power of chrobin. I'm, like, getting through this pretty quick. I don't wanna, like, do this. He has his little flappy, his front flappy. Okay, I need to look at a reference of guys, don't look at that. Don't look at that. version? Okay, no. It's not YouTube safe. Okay, so he has red trimming. He has his little, this thing. I think this is like my best self-reference I have. Wait, actually, I need to see his glove. Wait, okay, so his gloves are completely red. I just gotta make his thumb smaller. Still a little too big. Look at this color. When I sent off my first art trade I finished, as I expected, the person was like, "You are fast." And I was like, "Yeah, no rush though." I just have nothing better to do. I just got nothing else going on. It's okay. I don't mind waiting. Okay, what's going on here? Gonna erase it a little. Right. Oh, I was like, why did I keep this wrong one? Okay. Do I have some sort? Yes, I do. Like some sort of middle ground color here. And his glove, it has a red line right there. Pretty sure he has a flappy, but I might have just forgotten it. Or did I draw it? I need to look at a reference. Dots are highly uneven. There we go. And then some gold. Gold! So use this color. Oh, it's the same color. Okay, I'll just use this color. And this shoulder is a little too short. Oops. Wrong color. Okay, so I should get the lighter color actually. Oh no, laptop is already jittering. No. Yamete kuda stop. Yamete kuda stop. I'm not feeling too hot. It's a little overrun from earlier, I suppose. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Mom's shoes are kind of big. Nope. I'm getting closer. You know, I think the brand of Naga is so interesting. Oh, I forgot I said I was going to try to come up with AUs, but I just started thinking things in my mind. But I think it's so interesting because obviously Lucina, they had to put her in the eye on the eye so that way it was undoubtable that she actually had the brand, because there's no way she could fake having the brand in her eye. So it really makes me think, like, you know, that more than likely people have tried faking having the brand and all that to try to be like royalty. And I don't know, just like I wonder when like when they're born, when royals are born. Obviously sometimes they can appear later, which has happened with Owen. But those, I don't know, just like if they still have to check some sort of legitimacy with the brand, and how do they test that exactly? They probably have to like wait to see if like gifts appear, which Crom obviously has like a super ultra strength. The brand, the, let's see. I'll work on these bushes. I'm gonna use this one. Okay, chrobin AUs, Crema AUs. I need a brainstorm. Brainstorm, Crema AUs. Huh. I need to remember to send my friend a AU I already have in mind though. I just forgot. I have it written out. And I just got busy with EMBLEM CON. But I wanna send her like another one. Just in case. I want to tell you about the AU that she made, but I don't want to spoil anything because she said she wanted to write just a little thing for it. So if she writes for it, you guys should go read it. I will let you know if she writes it or not. I think I also want to put in rose petals. So they're kind of too big. So wait, hang on. Okay guys, Sunday. So I think we're getting the new banner Tuesday. So Sunday is gonna be the day they drop the new banner trailer. That's the latest. I don't think they would do it this week, but there's a chance they could do it Saturday. But Sunday for sure, we will know Fallen, the new Fallen season characters. Wonder who it's gonna be. I want this background to be less so snow globey. Like that, it looks like mist now. I'm gonna keep it. Oh. My neighbor's dogs are so freaking annoying, man. I really hate people who have dogs that just bark all the time at nothing. It just means that they're bored. So poor dogs just not getting the proper attention they need. They definitely don't be taking those dogs out for walks. That's for sure. Okay, so I think... Okay, I need to make Chrome's armor darker. Down here. Okay, let's save for now. Let's leave a little. Let's. I'm gonna keep making the other stuff nicer until I can properly look up a reference. Supposed to be looking like a croissant. Croissant. Oh, please, this laptop's still going crazy. You need a ice pack on the side. This, what can help you? Stand up ice pack. Okay. Why is one of my ears suddenly like going deaf? Let's just do this. Kind of random, but at my old job, I keep forgetting I'm trying to come up with names. I don't know how I got into this conversation with the customer, but I was telling about how I draw. We just got into that topic, and he was like, "Oh yeah," like he was like, "How good are you?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm pretty good." And his eyes went so wide, because that's probably what he didn't expect. And I was like, yeah, I'm pretty good. Like I'm no professional, but you know, I'm definitely not a beginner. Like I'm past intermediate. And he was like, oh. And after that, he was pretty impressed that I was just confident. He was like, yeah, I'm good. Wait, I need to come up with chrobin names for my friendo. My Nintendo Ninfriendo. That's what someone called me recently. And that is cute because the nin in Japanese is like onomatopoeia for fox noises in Japanese. Nin. So I was like, we're like fox friends, fox gamer friends, foxy gamers. Oh yeah, I'm using this. Pew 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 pew. Pew pew. Do, 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 do. Pew 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 pew. Kind of feel like I'm reaching the end, but I feel like there's something more I can do. Definitely don't like that. Color balance, blue. Yeah, I like that. should make this background darker. Yeah. I'm definitely gonna finish this one today, thankfully, which is good. Feeling a little sweaty. Okay, this I'm gonna scooch in a little. Is chat just completely broken? Or just no one here anymore? I don't know. Someone messaged me on Discord if chat is just broken. What? Expand. Actually, it should be like this. Expand by one. Expand by one again. my tail hurting. Okay, I need to put some pillow down to sit on. No longer use it for my arm. My butt is hurting. I'm missing tissue by my tailbone because I got surgery there a long time ago. So my tail for too long. Someone. Okay. I said someone messaged me on Discord, but someone who's definitely not watching my stream. Oh my gosh, are you reaching the crazy point where even if I'm touching the screen? Okay. I'll wrap it up here. Alright, alright, alright. I got it. I got it. I got it. Stop going crazy. Okay guys, I'm gonna end stream here because maybe you can see my laptop is jittering. Usually when I touch the screen, it'll stop, but it's at the point where even if I'm touching the screen, it's not. So that's pretty much it for this one. I still want to do a few more touch-ups, but I don't know if I'll be streaming tomorrow, but I'll definitely be drawing, so hopefully I can get 2 more tomorrow. I will work on an OC one, and actually I might just do, I don't know, for sure an OC one, because I don't think too many people will really want to watch that compared to the Fire Emblem one, since it's Emblem Con. But yeah, this is pretty much done, so I will see you guys either Saturday, but for sure Sunday. On Sunday, again, I will be streaming multiple times. So thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I appreciate you all, Bot Squad. I appreciate you. And have a fun Emblem Con. Have a fun day 3 tomorrow, guys. Have a safe and blessed rest of your night or day, wherever you may be. Until next time. Bye-bye. I need to move this, as usual, get it out of its crazy setup. Okay, bye.